What's good, T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 5, Episode 16. So it was the season finale episode this week. Y'all were hitting me up in the DMs and on Twitter saying, oh my God, I can't wait for your reaction video, for your review. The season finale episode was epic, and y'all did not lie at all. I'm still gagged. I literally just got done watching it, and it was pure chaos. Pure chaos. 2 years in a row, Salt Lake City has come with epic finales. Y'all other girlies, y'all got to keep up. I will say that I think that Roni's finale next week is going to be really good. I think the last 3 episodes have been the best of the whole entire season, to be honest with you. And Jersey's finale was really good this season. I'll give them that. Yeah. Jersey's was good. But the Salt Lake girls, give them heifers a raise. Give them a raise immediately because they deserve it. Every last one of them clocked in and showed up to work. So the episode begins with Meredith sitting at the breakfast table with a sleep mask on, Louis Vuitton, by the way, but it's crooked and hanging off her face. And I'm like, what is going on? And she tells Heather that she has a scratch cornea. Because I was about to say, no, we do not have another black eye gate. We're not doing that this year. No, we're not. No. But how did you scratch your cornea, Meredith? What is going on? So Heather decided to do a Lisa tribute and have all the ladies wear brunette wigs as a surprise. They're all lined up and Lisa comes out and she is shocked. Like, it's the first time I myself have ever seen Lisa speechless, and she was living for it because, she's so self-absorbed. She loved every minute of it. So they go to lunch. Mind you, there's other families there, other patrons and everything. And they all stand up and imitate Lisa. When it comes to Whitney's turn, everything was cool in the beginning until she walked away. And I'm like, why she got all these tags on her clothes? And I think Lisa was like, hold up, you got tags on. And she was like, I know, I have to return this tomorrow. And everything went left after that. Because Lisa is all about her things and being that girl. And she was like, oh, what? You trying to say I wear stuff and then take it back? Like I ain't got the coin? Is that what we're doing, Whitney? She immediately got mad, honey, and started going off on Whitney. And Whitney was like, I think you're fake. I think you're in friendships that serve you. And when they don't serve you, you're through with them. And that is 100% true. She did not say one thing wrong at all. Because that is Lisa Barlow to a T. Of course, Lisa denies this. And Lisa just gets so frustrated with Whitney. Whitney takes Lisa to a whole nother level. She cannot stand that girl. She don't like Whitney more than I think that she ever disliked Heather. She cannot stand Whitney. That girl gets under her skin and gets her riled up to the point where she tried to snatch the wig off of Whitney's head. Whitney and Lisa gonna end up fighting if they keep on going the way that they going. Somebody gonna end up slapping the other one day because they getting a little bit too physical here lately. So Whitney then brings up how Lisa has lied on her marriage, her business. And Lisa was like, I'm going to sue the fuck out of you and take your new house. Baby, Whitney, shut up then. It's like she actually gets nervous every time Lisa says that she's going to sue her. So Brittany then says that Lisa has been nothing but kind to her since she met her. And what Whitney's saying isn't true. And I'm looking at Brittany like, shut the fuck up. You just got here. How you gonna tell this girl that what she's saying isn't true? You can't tell her about her experience with this woman. Wait till she get tired of you. She only tolerating you for, I don't even know the reason why, but she don't like you for real. You don't even dress good enough for her to like you. You got too many split ends for Lisa to like you. Brittany, shut up. And Mary jumps in, and I was so thankful and was like, I don't even know why you're talking, ma'am, when you just got caught recording us, but everybody got a little tipsy and forgot about it, which I don't understand because I didn't forget about it. I was like, you better tell her, Mary. And here go Brittany Thomason. Y'all all do the same thing. You were recording too. Did anybody pay attention to Mary recording? Girl, Mary wasn't bit more recording no conversations. Mary doesn't care enough to record a conversation. Like, girl, get out of here. So Meredith and Brittany get to arguing, and Meredith was like, I'm not interested in you anymore. You would have thought that she called her a CUNT. Everybody was like, that's not cool. Because she said, I'm not interested in you anymore. What? Brittany get up, all hysterical, running away from the table, and Angie follows her to go check on her and see how she is. And Mary was like, what's she going to check on her for? She was like, I'm trying to figure out why she over there. And I was like, oh, Lord, here we go. Y'all know Mary don't play that. She do not play that. And I was like, here we go. I ain't got time for a Mary and Angie face off. These are my girls this season. So half of the group goes to make ceviche, and then the other half go horseback riding. And Mary Cosby gonna sit up there and say that Meredith chose the wrong activity. Why would she be riding a horse when she can't hear? I didn't know that deaf or partially deaf people can't ride horses, Mary. What in the hell are you talking about? Y'all, this episode had me cackling hard. Like, no lie, if y'all follow me on Patreon, I was like this the whole reaction video. Like, my jaw low key hurt. My jaw low key hurt like I done sucked somebody Peter Weeder, but I haven't. Like, oh my God, it was crazy. So after that, the ladies gather for their last dinner. And oh my God. Everybody's got their entree or whatever. And Angie asks Mary if she wanted a slice of her pepperoni pizza. And Mary ignored the fuck out of her. Mary ignored Mama, and everybody at the table is just silent, like, oh my God, what is going on? What is going on? Why is Mary ignoring Angie? So Angie just looking like, what's going on? She was like, Mary continued to ignore her. She was like, why are you acting like that towards me? Like, what did I do? Did I do something wrong? And Mary confronts her, and Mary was being so cold to her. I felt so bad for Angie because Mary is so cutthroat, honey. She is so cutthroat. And I like that about her. But in this instant, I didn't, because this was just a simple conversation that y'all could have had one-on-one back at the villa, where you could have taken her to the side and say, hey, that didn't make me feel too good. You saw what this girl has said about me, and then you go running after her. I thought we were supposed to be like this. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't do you like that. That could have been a conversation that was had one-on-one. I hate that they had to have that conversation in front of the other girls. But Mary just tells her that she didn't like the fact that she ran after Brittany. And Brittany just sitting there like. So she also goes on to tell Angie that maybe she had it wrong about her. Maybe they aren't, sent to each other like she thought that God had sent them to be, friends or whatever. And Angie got really emotional. Now, I didn't see no tears come out of Angie's eyes, but okay. But Angie got really upset and was like, you are my friend. You said God brought us together and I love you and I never meant to hurt you. And she tries to take Mary's hand, and Mary was like, no. But eventually she let her hold her hand. And Mary starts crying. I start crying. And I'm just like, this is too much. I did not plan on crying today. And so Mary goes on to talk about how she has abandonment issues and says that both of her parents abandoned her. She said her father didn't like her and told her so. Can you imagine your parent telling you that they don't like you? And she said that this was when she was a kid. That is horrible. That will scar a person forever. So, and then she goes on to say how her mother cut her off. We all know the reason why. And it goes to show you why Mary is the way that she is. I appreciate so much that this season she opened up to us, because it allowed us the opportunity to really get to know Mary and understand what makes her tick, why she responds and reacts the way that she does. And it's because she is very guarded. She does not trust people. And when she does give you her trust and open up to you, that is huge for her. And the first sign of disloyalty or whatever, she gonna cut you off, because she doesn't want to feel that hurt and abandonment and disloyalty from somebody. It makes perfect sense why her circle is so small, you know. And I just felt so bad for both of them, because you can tell there's a genuine love there between the both of them. And Mary, forgives her and says, when we get off the phone, I be wanting to say I love you, but I just didn't want to say it. It was such a sweet, cute moment. And I love that they were able to talk it out and bring it back. And I love the fact that they're still good friends right now. I don't want to see anything come between them. Their friendship is giving me Glenda and Elphaba. I love them both, and I want them to remain good Judys, and I cannot wait for the reunion, and I hope that they have each other's backs, honey. So after that, Meredith then says to Whitney, you accused Lisa of planning a story about your business, and you said you had proof. But the person that you said you got proof from reached out to me and told me a different story. And so Whitney was like, no, he said that she did it. And then after that, it was a phone call that we had with somebody else that confirmed it. And Lisa was like, that's not proof. And no, that is not proof. Just because somebody said something don't mean that it's actual proof, So yeah, Whitney, you got an F on that one. That's an F. That's he said, she said. I could have told you it was the truth, and I don't know what the hell is going on. So Whitney then goes on to say that Lisa fed stuff to Reality Von Teach, child. And baby, everybody was like, oh, Dios míos. So Heather was like, who told you this? And Whitney says, I reached out to Monica. And everybody was like, oh, no, you didn't. So they like, oh my God, you reached out. No, it was mainly Heather. You're going to believe a snake who lied about all of us? Like, why would you do that? And I was like, girl, that lady didn't lie on y'all. Because if she was lying on y'all, y'all wouldn't have had no problem letting her come back this season. Y'all wanted Monica gone because y'all knew that Monica had 100% proof and fact that y'all was dogging each other to this blogger. Each one of y'all. That's why y'all wanted her gone. Period. Okay? And I was happy that Whitney did what she did, because bravo, this is your window to bring Monica back next season. I love this cast. Don't get me wrong. They had a stellar season. Season 4 and season 5 have been chef's kiss, A+ across the board. But Monica is the missing link. Bring her back and let her expose the receipts. Bring her back. We need her back. If it ain't for nothing but a friend of, we need her back. This is the segue, because no matter what, she still is lingering in the shadows. It's like a cloud hovering over these group of ladies, and it's going to remain that way until she gets to speak her case. And there's a conclusion there, because there is no conclusion there with Monica. She was done wrong, So, Whitney and Lisa are going back and forth. And Lisa was like, Whitney pointed her finger at Lisa. And Lisa's like, don't point your finger at me. Yeah, this was the funniest shit I've seen in my life. She was like, don't put your finger at me. And Whitney did like this. And she like smacked it away. I was like, that's the second time, Lisa. You done got physical with her. Now, if she would have got up across and jumped across that table and kung fu kicked you, because you know she'd be over there doing judo or whatever, she wouldn't have been wrong. It's the second time you have tried to attack her. So Whitney, when she slapped her hand away, goes, with two hands. Y'all, I screamed, Whitney, you are a fool. You are a fool. And I lived for it. I lived for that moment. Y'all, that was so funny to me. So Mary then jumps in and says, Lisa, and I think she even included Meredith, and said, y'all do have a tendency to gang up on people. I've experienced it myself. Especially Lisa. We all know how Lisa is. Lisa is a quote unquote bully. Now, she can't really bully Mary because Mary be getting with her, but she tries to bully the girls, and I don't understand why they allow her to. So Heather, to take the conversation off of Monica, I ain't no fool. Because she does this anytime Monica name come up. She try to rally the troops and bring them all together again. And I'm looking at her like, you Republican, you. She tries to give this old Nancy Reagan speech about how they tear each other down. And I'm like, girl, you the main one. You are the main one that causes chaos amongst these women. How dare you? Meatloaf? Have you lost your mind? She is so full of crap. So Heather says, I thought last year we got rid of the problem, but we haven't. You're exactly right, because Monica was never the problem. She was never the problem. It was y'all from the start. So Heather then suggested they reveal the nastiest thing that they've ever said about one another in a text message. And so Mary was like, I'll go first. Everybody is hesitant. Heather reads the worst thing that Mary ever said about her. And in the text, Mary has said that basically Heather had changed when she got fame. She became mean, and she never made her feel accepted within the group. Heather basically responds with, I have changed, but this is a better version of myself. I set boundaries and da-da-da-da-da. And she don't think that she's a mean person. If you're not mean, I'm not bald. Girl, you're a pick-me. I would have told her that. You're a weirdo. I would have told her that. You look like a aging 80s rocker. You look like Van Halen or somebody. Like, girl, you a shit starter. You two-face. You a suck up. Like, there's so many other things that she should have said to Heather. And I didn't like the fact that Heather just couldn't take responsibility and accept what she was saying about her. Like, she basically was like, yeah, everything that you're saying about me isn't true. Okay. So Brittany goes next, and it's towards Mary. Mary reads the text, and it literally read, I'd rather have tea with Bronwyn than Mary. Mary looked at her and said, okay. Yo, Brittany is an idiot. She is the gift that keeps on giving. That lady is crazy. So I forgot what Bronwyn said about Brittany. It was basically something about, I think, her being manipulative and using her kids and stuff like that, and her acting dumb and ditzy, and she's smarter than she portrays. Pretty much everything that I've said all season about her. Angie. Wow. Angie and I want to say Whitney's were the most cutthroat. I was shocked by Angie's. Angie said about Bronwyn that she seems nice, but sucked her way to the top. Her ears are pinned back so far, it stretches her face, and her husband got one foot in the grave. And I was like, damn, Angie. You could tell Bronwyn was really, really hurt, really hurt. And Angie's apology honestly did not seem sincere. It did not seem sincere at all. No, it did not. It did not. She apologized, but no, it didn't seem genuine at all. And I felt really bad for Bronwyn. Like, damn. This how y'all feel about her for real? Like, they hate Bronwyn. And I think it's more so jealousy than anything. And I think that because Bronwyn has this like kind of like snooty persona, but she's not snooty, but it's the way that her facial expressions and the way that she carries herself. I think that rubs them the wrong way. And the fact that she is so opinionated. But that was dirty. That was cold. That was cold-blooded. Heather said about Whitney. Oh, Heather's was rude too. Ooh. She said about Whitney. Whitney is a low-life, thirsty piece of ish. She's a snake and sold her soul for recognition. And that she feels stupid for carrying her Wild Rose products and never sold a effing one. And then she told me, I'm sorry. No, you're not. You meant every word. Every word. You and Whitney are frenemies at this point. Y'all will never be the way that y'all were season 1. This show ruined y'all relationship. And it's never going to get better. Too much has been said and done. Too much has been said and done. Because now, give me my products. Since they ain't sold and they stupid. Give me my shit. Okay? I wouldn't even want to do business with you no more if that's how you feel about me. And then Whitney about Lisa, she said, I was at a party with Justin and a woman approached us and said if we ever wanted a third, she'll be willing to join and that they could ask Lisa to vouch for her because her and Lisa kissed while Lisa jerked off John. I think that's her husband's name. And Lisa loses it, okay? Loses it. Saying, that's a lie. She threw her phone and everything. And what is wrong with you? You're always attacking my marriage and that's enough. And like, she flipped out. And Whitney was like, this is the point of me telling you this. And she was like, no, you did this to embarrass me. And everybody was like, she did it because that was the point of the exercise to show the worst thing that we've said about each other so we can deal with it and move past it, which I think is the dumbest thing ever because all this is going to do is make y'all not trust each other even more and make things worse because no way are you going to leave this conversation being like, oh, she said that about me, but gee shucks, she said sorry. Let's move forward. No, that's not going to happen. It's going to piss you off even more and make you come for that person even harder. So Lisa is losing it. Lisa is losing it. Everybody's trying to calm her down. And Lisa was like, she looks over at Angie, blaming Angie once again, I guess because when this was said, she was talking to Angie about it. And Angie was like, what you looking at me for? What'd I do? And Lisa was like, look at what they said about Sean last year. And everybody was like, whoa, like, why you bringing Sean up? Like, come on now, like, that ain't cool. And so Whitney was like, do you understand the game? I could have said something about your looks. And she was like, well, say something about my looks. Say something about my looks. I was like, girl, you don't want to say nothing about that witch face. So they arguing. And Lisa once again attacks Angie and was like, I heard Sean does circle jerks. How would you feel about that? She basically said the same thing about y'all. Now, she was trying to make a point that Whitney does this, but it was at the expense of Angie and Sean. And if you don't know what a circle jerk is, it's when three men, pump each other off. Angie loses it. Angie jumps up out of her seat, throws flowers at Lisa and was like, why would you say that? Like, she's so hype, her titty pop out, the producers have to grab her. Whitney trying to hold her back. Mary was like, Angie stop or whatever. And Mary was like, you didn't have to bring her in it. Like, she is horrible. Like, why would you do that? And that was horrible. That was her horrible thing. Cause like, Angie and Sean were collateral damage, and Lisa was dead wrong because Angie didn't do anything. But once again, if you don't stick up for her, then you're public enemy number one. But she allows everybody to talk about y'all to her, and it's just like, what you want me to do? Child. Then here go Meredith. You know, Meredith had to have her moment when everybody was arguing back and forth. She's like, there's nothing okay about any of this. She gotta have her Young and the Restless moment. Lisa gets up, pissed off, taking her mic off. Meredith was like, I'm done. She leaves the table, child. And everything is just a mess. And Bronwyn in her confessional said that Lisa is repulsive. Like, what she did to Angie was horrendous. And it absolutely was. And I just hope at this reunion, Angie still ain't trying to make room for Lisa as a friend. Because, girl, she do not see it for you. She has never been your friend. She don't like you. And I pray that she still ain't trying to be this girlfriend. Same with Bronwyn. If you still trying to forge a friendship with her, then y'all all stupid. Stupid. Okay? Everybody on that couch except for Mary, because Mary don't see it for her no way. If y'all still trying to be friends with her, y'all crazy. But I hope that Whitney, Bronwyn, Mary, and Angie, they're all on the same couch. They better band together and eat that other couch up. Heather, Meredith, and Lisa better get ate up at this reunion next week. I don't want to see nothing else. But as far as this season finale episode goes, A+ across the boards. They showed up and showed out. I can't wait to watch it again. It was that funny. I cannot wait to see Whitney point both of her fingers at Lisa. Yo, that was funny to me. Oh my goodness gracious. So funny. If you guys haven't watched my Fashion Killer Real Housewives of Salt Lake City reunion looks video, it is up now. The reunion looks for Roni just came out today, so be expecting a Fashion Killer video on that probably this weekend. And I've got to do my confessional looks for Real Housewives of Salt Lake City as well, so be on the lookout for that video also. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.